Sharita, and talk about what somebody else is doing. No, what you doing?
Come on, Pastor.
I don't care if you come up to me and you talk about, well, they ain't paying their tithes, they offering. Well, let me see how much you paying.
Come on. Amen. It's good, Pastor.
You know what's wrong with the people of God? We're too busy worrying about what somebody else say about us.
That's right.
We're too busy concerned ourselves about how somebody else feels.
That's
I
right.
could care less how you feel about me.
That's right.
Say it again.
It's called growth.
I care less how you feel about me.
That's called growth.
It doesn't matter what you think what I have on is not pleasing to you.
Preach.
Come on. You ain't got time for that.
Yes. Amen.
Sometimes I feel like coming in just with my shorts on.
Oh,
I know that's real.
It's all right.
I feel done. You can get up and walk out.
I know that's real.
Jesus took his clothes off.
Preach.
And he still healed sick folk.
Yes, he
Jesus.
did. Yes, he did.
David danced out his clothes.
Dance
out of my clothes now.
Come on, Pastor.
Don't even dance, Pastor.
Come on. Holy Spirit
See,
move.
y'all messing with me. Y'all messing with me.
Thank you, God.
Doing this.
Amen.
God, I struggled. I'm telling you, I really did. I stayed at 3 o'clock in the morning. God, okay, give me something. God, give me something. I'm giving it to you. You ain't looking. You ain't listening. You ain't reading.
Come on.
If you say it's not about us.
Come on. Say it again, Mother.
You know, God is just like a parent to us.
Yes, he is now. Thank God.
Sometimes he'll chastise you when you think they hate you. God, do you love me? If I didn't love you, I wouldn't chastise you.
That's right.
Come on.
All right.
Right.
Amen.
Yes.
All right. Y'all sanctified folk. Let's go to your word. Because y'all look like y'all just ready. Y'all about to bust out the seam already. Y'all trick today. I'm telling you right now. Y'all still love me?
Yes. Still love you.
Okay. Find out in a minute. Find out in a minute.
Thank you, God.
I want to go to 1 Samuel. Now I can pick this back up. I want y'all to feel like I'm hollering at you.
That's all right.
1 Samuel, I want to go to chapter number 4. I can't do my old saying no more because Helen done stole it from me.
You gave it to me, Pastor. I steal it now.
As I would say, let's go to the city of Samuel. Fourth Boulevard.
Come on now.
Roundabout on the corner of 18th and 22nd.
All right. Come on now.
It's so elegantly.
All right. 1 Samuel chapter 4. Verse number 18. Amen. If you have it, if you can, please stand with me in reverence, in the reading and reverence of God's holy word. Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah. You have it, say amen.
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 All right. He said, and it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from off the seat backward by the side of the gate. And he sounded just like your country folk, and he break his neck. His neck break, that's what he said. And his neck break, and he died. For he was an old man and heavy. And he had judged Israel 40 years. And his daughter-in-law, Phinehas' wife. If I pronounced that right, y'all help me out if I didn't. Thank you. was with child, near to be delivered. And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself and travailed, for her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the woman that stood by her said unto her, Fear not, for thou hast borne a son. She answered not, neither did she regard it. And she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken, and because of her father-in-law and her husband. And she said, The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Father, in the name of Jesus. God, I thank you right now, Lord, for your presence of your Holy Spirit in this house. Father, now I ask, oh God, that you will pour out a fresh oil of anointing.
Yes, God.
That your word will come forth with simplicity and understanding. And Father, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. In Jesus' name. Father, I thank you for the hearers and doers of your word. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith to the church.
Yes.
And God, I thank you right now.
Thank you, Lord.
I want to talk to you for a little while.
Come on.
If you allow me the time, when tragedy strikes.
Come on now. Amen.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I thought y'all were going to run around with church. When tragedy strikes, it's amazing, Helen, how God prepares us for certain times in our life.
Yes.
For when things happen, we won't be caught off guard. But sometimes, I believe that sometimes when things happen in our life, Sharita, that we get so, act like we're so surprised that we didn't know what was going to happen. All right, watch this. The children of Israel was going through a dark time in their life. When they went through a battle, if you look and you read in the earlier verses, that they went to battle with the Philistines. And at 1 minute, Philistines was losing. Then all of a sudden, here they come. The Philistines was winning. Sometimes in our life that God is going to allow us to lose a battle.
Amen.
Come on, Pastor.
Go ahead.
Amen.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Sometimes I believe that in our life, Mother, we're not going to win every time.
You better
That's
say
right,
it
Pastor.
now. You better
Amen.
say it.
All right? I wanted my team to go to the Super Bowl this year and win. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
Come on now, speak the truth. You better know that.
All right, let me put this down, see, because y'all, I got to
Come on,
talk to
Pastor.
you and I got to be real transparent with you. Don't you get started. You're going to talk about the little Cowboys. Because they beat us a couple times this year. They were just like the Philistines, we were the children of Israel.
See? Pastor is a mess.
See, y'all can't go just anywhere and have fun.
You're right,
God,
Pastor.
I'm going to tell All right, see, laughter is good like a medicine, am I right?
That's right.
Yes. Come on now.
That's what it is.
See, the children of Israel was having a bad time.
Amen.
But it was purposely planned like that because God wants you to know, even though you may be his elect, that you're not going to have a sunny day every
Come on,
day.
Pastor.
right.
Come
No.
on.
I want you to know that just because you're saved doesn't mean that you're going to have, that you're going to be having a glorious time all the time.
Uh-huh.
That sometimes you're going to go through some trials and you're going to go through some tribulation. You're going to have some times in your life that you really don't feel like waking up in the morning and facing.
Come
Come
on,
on,
Pastor.
Pastor.
Come on.
Okay, watch this. Thank you, Holy Ghost.
Word.
I'm glad you said that. Because tribulation, what I've learned from a dear friend of mine, you know the reason why we kick and we buck against what we're going through? Because sometimes we don't understand it.
Don't understand it. Come
That's right.
We don't understand why we have so much hell on our jobs. We don't understand why we have so much hell in our family.
Come on. Come on.
But it's just a period of time God wants you to face. It's a period of time God wants you to go through. It's something that he wants you to experience.
Yes.
Amen.
The children of Israel was being defeated by their cowboys, by their enemies.
Lord have mercy.
And we always look at, well, you're a child of God. I know you got faith and I know you're strong. Yeah, I know that. But that does not negate the fact that I got to go through what I'm going through.
That's right, Pastor.
It doesn't stop the mere fact that it rains on the just as well as the unjust.
Come on
Say
now.
it.
All
Say
right.
it.
It doesn't stop the fact that sometimes it rains outside.
Yes.
Sometimes we have more cloudy days than we do sunny days.
Oh, glory.
And sometimes I believe that, Cheyenne, we go through things because God is bringing us to a point of maturity
Wow.
in our life.
Yes, He
And
is.
there will be
Yes, He is.
times when God wants you to experience some things so you can witness to somebody.
Come on now.
You can't tell somebody about something if you never experienced it.
That's right. That's right.
When tragedy strikes, this is what one of the things I was struggling with. And I'm like, God, I don't want to talk about nobody's
Come on.
tribulation. I don't want to talk about nobody's suffering. I want to talk about something that's going to get the people hyped. And that's what's wrong with the church right now. We always want to talk to the flesh and not the spirit.
Amen. Come on
Some
now.
of us are dying straight from the pews.
Say
Yes,
it.
sir.
But we
Say it.
always want somebody to please our flesh.
That's
We-
right.
Okay, well, what you talking about, Pastor? I need you to go a little bit deeper. We always want somebody to tell me it's all right to commit fornication.
Come on.
We want somebody to tell me I can drink
Yes.
and have a fifth of liquor or Crown Royal in my cabinet, go home every now and then and take a sip, and still come home and still come to church and serve.
Come on
Come on,
now.
Pastor.
This is what we want.
Yes, yes. It's what
We
the
don't
flesh
want
wants.
nobody to tell us, okay, no, I'm not even going to say that. Not even going to do that. Because the same ones that's pointing fingers at you and pointing at your flaws and your faults,
Come on now. Come on.
it's the same one that done it and still doing it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Speaking.
Can I talk to somebody in here?
Yes, you can, Pastor.
I dare, you know what? I dare anybody in here to allow people to make them feel bad at how what they're doing.
Preach, Pastor.
Okay,
Preach.
ain't nobody in here perfect.
Preach.
Say it again. Say it again, Pastor.
Preach,
If
Pastor.
any one of you are perfect, then you cast the first chair at me. I give you permission to. So in other words, what I'm saying is that none of us is going to have a good time. A lot of us is going to have folk to talk about you.
That's right, that's
And
right.
matter of fact, the same ones that's talking about you is always in your face.
What does it
And
matter?
they're always sitting up at you in your house, want to eat your food,
Come on
in
now.
your table, sitting in your car,
Come
want you to
on
take
now.
them to work or
Come
take
on.
them to the grocery store.
All right, Pastor.
Pastor, you done said a mouthful.
Can I talk to somebody in here?
Jesus.
Go ahead on now.
Double mouthful.
We entertain the same ones that sitting up there criticizing us.
Yes, yes.
But they ain't bold enough to say it to your face. though.
Uh-oh. Preach, Pastor.
They'll talk behind your back.
That's right.
Amen.
Who they think? Why they having this and why they doing that? Well, why are you here?
Amen.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Speak what
Maybe I'm not
That's
supposed to
right.
talk so transparent. Maybe I'm supposed to be nice and talk about this thing.
Tell the truth.
The Holy Spirit, bring it. That's where you bring it.
You know what gets me? Is people have the audacity to, well, you know, I really didn't feel like coming today, but,
But
well, go home. You want me to escort you to your car?
Come
You want me
on.
to call an Uber?
Come on now.
And the thing about it is this, that Helen, when they tell you stuff, how do they not know that if you're having a bad day?
Come on,
And they
Pastor.
want to bring more weight and myth.
Yes, yes, yes.
Y'all suffering.
Come
Yes.
on now.
Because
Yes.
the same one that you call friend, the same one you call family, is the same one that want to see you suffer.
Preach,
Come on,
Pastor.
Pastor.
Amen.
Come on. Come on.
Preach.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
It's the same one that hope you fall right flat on your face.
That's right.
And be right there to point a finger.
It's real.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew they weren't going to be together long.
Come on, Pastor.
But that's why you by yourself right now.
That's what they
Come on,
said,
Pastor.
Pastor.
That's why you jobless and nearby homeless.
Come on, Pastor.
See,
Speaking.
y'all don't want me to.
Speaking. That's what they say.
It said, and it came to pass when he made mention of the ark of God, and he fell. Well, who is he talking about? Where Samuel was talking about, he made mention. First of all, he was talking about the man that was in the battle and the war, and he ran back to Shiloh, which was where the children of Israel had their synagogue permanently set up. Was in Shiloh. And the man had to run to the church. All right? He had to run to the church to tell the high priest what was going on the battlefield. See, watch this now. When the children of Israel went into battle, before they went, they knew that they couldn't beat the Philistines. So they said, wait a minute, let's get us a game plan. You know how it is when before you leave home, you got to get a plan of where you're going, what you're doing, where you're going to stay, how you're going to be there. There's a game plan, right?
amen.
So they got a game plan. They said, you know what? I tell you what, if we go to Shiloh and we get the Ark of the Covenant of God and bring it with us into the camp, that will save us, that will keep us protected from our enemies. Well, when they brought the Ark of the Covenant, all of a sudden they started shouting and they started praising and making all this noise, and all of a sudden, Helen, the Philistines started getting nervous and they started getting scared. Said, "Oh man, we can't do nothing against them now because they were the same ones that beat the Egyptians."
Come on now.
Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm getting somewhere, but I'm going somewhere. They were the same ones. Now all of a sudden, now you made a whole lot of noise. You got people scared.
Come on now.
Yeah. That's all
Amen.
you're making with noise. Come on. Come on.
See, one thing I said, Deacon, and I'll say this. See, a big person, all they got to do is show up.
Come on.
They ain't got to make no noise. But a short person got to make a whole lot of noise.
Go ahead, Pastor. Make the noise.
Because they got to make their presence known.
Make the
And
noise.
you know why I said, Helen, I had a baby brother, God rest his soul, that this cat can talk his way out of the fight.
Yes, Lord. Yes, he could.
You know how.
I'm-
That's one thing.
This cat can talk his way out of a fight. You know, he's still with like 5'8". And he can go up against a giant that's still 6'3", 6'4", in his face. And I promise you, by the end of him, when he finished talking, mother, they ain't even fight. They ain't doing nothing. He gonna talk his way out of the fight.
Out of the fight.
Some say he may have a gift of gab. I don't know what that is. Whatever. Y'all help me out later on. Give me the definition of that. So he talked his way out of a fight. The same thing for the children of Israel. They was afraid of the Philistines much more than the Philistines was afraid of them.
Come on now.
So they said, well, we got something. We got something. So
Amen.
they brought the Ark of the Covenant of God into the camp and they started praising and making a whole bunch of noise. And all of a sudden, the enemy, their rivals, started getting afraid and started getting scared. And all of a sudden, and the Philistines had to be encouraged. How is it that your enemy got to be encouraged to fight you?
Come on now.
Okay, ain't no y'all gonna miss this. I want you to pay attention to this. Some of the same folk that's coming up against you is being encouraged by your family.
Come on, Pastor. Come on, Pastor. Amen.
The same people that don't like you is getting that information from the same ones you call your friend, your homeboys, your homegirls.
Come on now.
Uh-huh.
All right, y'all know what I'm talking about. They get all puffed up, man. Listen, man, you a man, and that's what they said. You a woman, you ain't gonna take all this, you ain't gonna take, man, listen. They ain't gonna have it like that always.
Come on
And
now.
then all of a sudden, now the enemy's getting all puffed up and, yeah, I know, you know what, you're right. See, one thing I've learned, Cheyenne, that people that don't like you, they ain't coming by themselves.
Sure it now.
Sure right there.
Sure
Say
it
it.
now. Sure it.
They coming with the same folk
Come on.
that you just shared your information with on Twitter, on Facebook. So all of a sudden now the Philistines, they done got bad and they got encouragement and they said, man, watch this, hold on, watch this. And he said, I need to find that. But anyway, y'all read it. In other words, they was getting encouragement from their own people. And they were saying basically, conduct yourself like men. In other words, grow up. These are the Israelites. Y'all can do this.
Amen.
Come on now.
Read it, Helen. What it say?
Be strong and put yourselves like men, O ye Philistines, that ye be not servants unto the Hebrews, as they have been to you. Put yourselves like men and fight.
And the word quit was
Come on.
Q-U-I-T
Come on.
means, and this in the Hebrew, it means conduct.
Gotcha.
Grow up. You are men. You ain't see what they started doing? Kevin, they would start squealing like them bunch of girls. you can't beat them because they making all that noise over there. Almost. Somebody said, man, quit yourselves.
Gotcha.
Conduct yourself like men.
That's right.
We are going to get something that belongs to us.
Taking it
This is
back.
good.
That's right.
You teaching,
And
Pastor.
shut up. Get your,
Yes.
you know, sometimes you got to be told, shut up.
Yes,
Quit
sir.
yourself. In other words, grow up, conduct yourself like who you are. Some of us, we get these jobs, but we don't know how to, conduct ourselves. And all of a sudden, Cheyenne, I know you see a lot of people, and then all of a sudden you get one bad customer coming in, and they want to twirl their head and twirl their wrists and do this and do that. And where your manager, baby? I am the manager.
Preach.
Come on now.
That's right. Say it.
But what you got to do is, you got to conduct yourself as who you are. Don't allow nobody to take you out of your character.
Character. Amen.
Now, come
Preach.
Because sometimes your enemy will try to take you out. Okay, where's your enemy?
Come on.
Sometimes yourself is your enemy.
That's right.
Pastor, I like that one. I like that.
Don't always look at somebody else as your enemy. Sometimes we are our worst,
Enemy.
and we allow the devil to use us.
That's right.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
I wish somebody would pray with me.
That's the truth
Praying,
right there.
Pastor.
Say, conduct yourself, man. Go on. And the fact of the matter is this, Helen, is that the Philistines was outweighing the Israelites. And the Israelites was God elect.
Come on.
Yes.
How? Well, she's an evangelist. I can't talk to her like that. If she's being disrespectful, if she's being rude,
Say it.
and she's being hateful, baby, you're going to get... I'm sorry. I should not say this.
I do it.
I should not say this. But sometimes when you step out of place, you're going to get what's expecting, what's coming to you.
Yes, that's right.
See, watch this. I don't get it, Helen, how sometimes people of God think that they can go and lay hand on people and don't think hand going to get laid back on
That's
them.
right.
Come on
That's
now.
right, Pastor.
I don't get it how sometimes, okay, I'm not promoting violence, don't get me wrong. But sometimes when you step out of place, when you step out of line, you're going to get exactly what's coming to you. I'm just saying the truth.
I know
Yep,
it's
that's
right.
Everybody may not like what I'm saying,
But it's the truth.
but I'm here about telling the truth.
Yes.
If you don't want to hear the truth,
'Cause I'm a
then don't
slap
claim
back.
you're a Christian. I'm sorry.
Come on, Pastor. Amen.
All right?
You bet.
I said, here's the thing. I found out, Deacon Valentine, that somebody in my family, female, went to go fight a boy. Watch this now. Okay,
Just
okay.
as
Helen, I'm gonna need something to drink in a minute.
long as water.
She went to fight a boy, and when she swung, she missed. If you're gonna swing, baby, don't miss.
Come on
Make
now.
it hit. Make it
Hit.
Make it connect.
In other
Yes.
words, all right, let me finish this,
Oh,
and I'm gonna
Mama
get back
said
to the word,
impact.
see, because y'all looking at me like y'all want something from me.
Mother say impact.
Yeah, you better make an impact, because if you don't,
It's
somebody gonna make an impact on you.
Yes.
And then you gonna be making an impact on the ground.
Yes, yes.
So watch, stop messing with me.
Go ahead.
So when she swung, Helen, she missed. That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Oh, come on now.
See, y'all don't want to hear what,
That's
what
right.
I got to say.
Yes.
This is why I'm so messed up right now, because you're sitting in church and y'all messed up and confused.
Yes.
Because nobody have told you the truth. I know. I got to go. Time running out.
Still early, Pastor. Still early.
So she missed. And then, ooh, Helen, I'm glad I wasn't there, because if I was there, I probably would have jumped in and helped her, and then me and her would have fight later on. So he swung at her and hit her. Now she's squealing, screaming, oh, I'm going to go get my brother. No, don't bring your brother into this. Because your brother is not the one that started it.
That's right.
It's amazing to me how the children of Israel get themselves into a trouble, in a fight, and now they want to call on God and get the Ark of the Covenant and bring it into their mess.
They did.
Come on.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
it's amazing to me
Yes.
how you will start to mess with
Come
the
on.
devil, and then all of a sudden
Yes.
you bring the word into
Come on.
it.
Come on.
The Bible said, touch not my anointed.
That's what they would do, Pastor.
You shouldn't start to
Shouldn't. Jesus.
I tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
This is what the children of Israel did. They said, well, we get the Ark of the Covenant and bring it with us, we can fight. We'll win. Because they know that the enemy, it cannot penetrate the blood of Jesus. They know that the enemy cannot beat God.
That's right.
It's amazing to me how we start fights with people because you are a Christian and don't think that you're going to get your behind whipped.
Come on now.
That's
Okay,
right.
can I say that?
Yes,
You can say it.
Yes, you can.
Maybe not nowhere else, but I'm going to say it here.
Oh, Lord.
So, y'all stop messing with me. I got to get through this thing. Y'all looking at me like y'all want something.
Keep on came expecting.
Y'all better look at my wife. She got it all. So what she did was, she went to pick a fight
Oh, Lord.
that she couldn't win.
Couldn't win it.
How? Listen, I always tell people now, you make sure if you're going to talk trash, if you're going
able
to
to
talk,
back
you
it
gotta
up.
be able to back it up.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk nothing you can't back up.
That's right.
Hey, don't go to dinner and throw a $50 bill on the table, and then all of a sudden your lights cut off when you get home.
Preach.
Come on now. Come on.
Preach.
Come
I'm
on.
just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
you
saying.
know,
Yep.
we're trying to show off for other folks.
Ooh.
It's tight, but it's right, Pastor. Come on. Come on.
Don't hang with the Mercedes if you drive the pickup.
That's right.
Come on, Pastor. Hallelujah.
I can't talk no more. See, this-
You showing off today.
He is. He
I
is.
can't
Yes.
talk no more.
He is.
Because somebody's messing with me and they're looking for something.
Bring it.
So here's what the children of Israel did. And all of a sudden, they're taking their happy self into a battle. They know they couldn't win. Shaquille O'Neal and hitting him. No good one, I'm not going to be able to win. Now let's see drop first. The possibility of that happening is slim to none.
Yes.
I would say yes.
Although his free throws weren't all that good, but hey, don't you I'm sorry.
Tread
Don't you
lightly,
put this
Pastor.
one on YouTube.
Tread lightly.
I gotta get back in spirit now. So here's what the children of Israel did. They went to fight a battle they couldn't win. When tragedy strikes, mother, when you go through your tribulation,
Yes.
when you're going through your time of darkness, who are you going to run to? So watch this now. Watch this. When it came to pass, he made mention of the ark of God and fell from off the seat backward by the side of the gate, and his neck brake, and he died. And he was an old man. I don't know why they had to put this part in him, that he was fat.
You know, he was big.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, help us, Lord. It's humor in the word.
I know, right?
It's humor in the word.
Yeah.
Can I finish?
Yes.
The word said he was heavy. I didn't say he. I better stop. I got to get through this. Because this is what I was wrestling with for 3 o'clock in the morning. He was heavy. Now you know good and well, anybody that's heavy is not going to have a light fall.
That's right. Amen.
And then he had the nerve to come back and say he had judged Israel 40 years. They're given a history of who Eli, this is Eli who they were talking about, the high priest, right? This is Eli that they were talking about, and Eli heard from the person that escaped the war that the Philistines had took the Ark of the Covenant. How is it that you're going to bring a knife or you're going to bring you know what? Here it is, my older brother, I wish he was here, I still tell the story. Sharita, he had a stick.
His office.
It's in my office. Helen, grab my it's right behind my desk on the right side as you walk in. Now, he had a lot of mouth. I ain't gonna say the brother couldn't fight now. For certain people, you got your picks. Some people you're gonna lose.
Yes.
So here's what he did. He was talking a whole lot, and he went and got a stick, mother. Now, if you're talking a whole lot, don't bring no weapon, because you're already talking like you can fight. Am I talking right
Yes.
to somebody?
Yes.
All right? He's going to take his little happy self, and I might get a call from him later on. God bless you, because he always watching these videos.
Yes, he does.
He's going to bring a stick to somebody that can fight. If you're going to swing something, make it count.
That's for sure.
So what he did, mother, he swung and missed. Another one missed. I don't know what's wrong with my family. They just we never played baseball. Maybe we needed a teacher. See, y'all stop messing with me. This is going on YouTube. So anyway, so he swung. And the same person he swung at grabbed the stick and took it and was
How?
I don't hear it sometimes.
What's wrong with my people? We can't hit nothing. And the same thing with the people of God.
Yes.
We're going to go in a hospital and call ourselves praying for the sick, and then we come out sick.
Come on now.
All right? We're going to go in the jailhouse and pray for somebody that's locked up, and they be free, and we locked up.
Come on now. Pastor.
Ooh, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
I don't get it.
Lord help us.
So here was a man that escaped the battle. The children of Israel took the Ark of the Covenant, took the biggest weapon that they can find. Was the presence of God. That's what the Ark of the Covenant represented. Yes. It represented the presence of God. How is it that you can take your anointed self into some place and nobody's healed, but yet you come out limping?
Come on now.
Jesus.
Come on now.
So when the man escaped the battle, he got back to Eli, the high priest, and he needed to be prayed for. The Bible says his clothes was torn, and he had earth on top of his head. Y'all know what that is? He was dirty.
Dirty up.
He had dirt all over him. Looked like somebody drug him in the mud. That's what it says. Would y'all go back and read the story?
Yes,
Y'all looking at me like, what is he saying? So he came back, he was dirty. I don't know if he tore those clothes himself and threw mud. You know how when people look like we did a hard day's work. Did you know how it is when you guys play baseball and they ain't been in no inning at all, but they look like the dirtiest ones? They go out on the grass and just slide out there. So he came back and he told Eli what happened. Eli said, wait a minute, brother, hold on, let me take a seat. He sat down. And then when he got word that the Ark of the Covenant of God was taken by the Philistines, Eli passed out. And he fell backward. And because of his weight, he fell back and broke his neck. And he died. Because of some word that he got, some devastating news. Some of us don't know how to act under pressure. When we get some devastating news, that's why, listen, mother. Right. See, when Eli was in Shiloh, Eli was in the house of God. Eli was probably praying, fixing some sacraments for a sacrifice. I don't know what he was doing, and I'm not going to try to figure out what he was doing, but apparently he was at work.
All right.
Get what I'm saying? I need you to follow me. This is the reason why, mother, you don't tell people bad news while they're at work.
Yes.
Right.
Come on now.
It takes their mind off of what they were doing.
Right.
And they will be shipwrecked. You wait till they get into a house. You wait till they get someplace where they got peace.
Yes.
So he figured, well, let me go tell Eli why he's in Shiloh in the temple. He didn't know what Eli was doing.
Come on.
Sometimes you can catch people off guard.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And sometimes what you do and what you say can cause more damage than enough.
That's right. Amen.
Sometimes people can catch you off guard too.
Yes. Yes.
And catch you in a moment where you feel like you just want to lash out. You know how we get. When you, and it's, okay, all right, case in point. Let somebody step on your toe while you're in church. And you just bought them. Okay, see, now y'all
Come on.
don't understand what I'm saying.
We understand.
Let somebody spill some communion juice on your new suit.
Come on now. Yep.
Let somebody talk about your child in church.
Come on.
Okay? Let somebody say, okay, I'm really bringing home for a lot of y'all that don't like this, because this is how a fight starts. Let somebody talk about your mama nappy head.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Pastor.
First,
Come on, Pastor.
Jesus.
Holy Ghost you got when it's all said and done.
Amen.
All right?
Amen, Pastor.
And this is what happened when Eli got the news, mother. It hit him so hard, it was devastating, it killed him. Some news that this is why, mother, we was careful who we told what was going on. Because not everybody can take the heat.
Yes.
And some people, see, I don't know why now, some people going to say, yeah, I was telling her story. This is her story. Let her tell it, D.
She's a part of you.
She good. It's okay. Because, watch this, mother. God said when he joined you together, he joined one.
That's right.
He take two and make one.
That's right.
How he did that, I don't know. I'm not here to try to figure that out. How he took two people with two different attitudes, two different characteristics, two different sizes, two different shades, and make them one. How he did it, I don't know. I'm not a theologian who will try to sit here and figure this out. If you tall and she short, all effort. This is why I tell my wife, Kevin, don't wear no heels beside me. I know I'm height challenged. I know I'm average.
Say it again.
I mean, she wears 3-inch heels, baby. Oh. I ain't 6'2". Don't you wear them beside me. The day we got married, Dick, I'm glad she left him home.
Yes.
Be good, sure. I'm okay with that.
It's okay, Pastor.
I know I'm talking about somebody's tribulation. I know I'm talking about somebody going through something. But even, Helen, and the going through, you got to have somebody on your team
Come on now.
that have a sense of humor.
Come on.
That's true.
This is why you got to be careful who you link yourself up
That's
with
right,
even in a
that's
prayer
right.
or in a relationship.
That's right.
You got to be careful
Got
because,
to be.
watch this now, the trying of your faith worketh patience, right?
That's right.
Watch this now. So they tell me, oh, I love you. I'm there for you. Baby girl, you know I ain't going nowhere. The minute something happened to you, trust me, you're going to find out who's in the sifter and who's in the wheat.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
Swifter,
yes.
yes.
Okay? I wish I had one. Maybe Helen, when I get one, you get one for me, I'll pay you back. Promise you. I'm not no kind of folks that I pay my bill and don't say I pay my bill and don't pay them. I got to get me a sifter because I got to keep me one in here.
Yes, sir.
Some of us, mother, are just like the lumps that stays in the sifter that don't belong with the wheat.
Come on now.
Come on.
Yes.
That don't belong with the fine flour because the minute times get hard, they run it.
Yes, sir.
Come on now.
They taking flight, they faster than JetBlue.
Come on now.
Amen.
Oh, glory.
Delta have no business in their life because they faster, they fly higher. I promise you, American Airlines, they never flew on. It just seems like, y'all get what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
We got you, Pastor.
So, I gotta turn to the sanctified folks. These religious folk over here. Watch this. This is why, mother, people can't listen to, you know what, I'm gonna say this. I love my mother, I do. If she was here, I promise you, she'd probably sitting up somewhere in the front row with a hat on. She really wasn't a hat wearer. So. I love her, I truly do. But mama have a tendency of picking the people she feel that is best for you.
That's right.
Mama knows. So some of them do. The good one. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't say that. Mama would tell me, no, baby, that ain't the one. Bring another one. No, baby, that ain't the one. And something held how a mama know. How do you know who's the one?
Come on.
Because it's the mother's intuition.
Come on now.
Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
It's the intuition that we just have suspicion. We hope we get it right when we say it.
Yes.
But a mother knows.
Yes.
But she will tell you in a minute, no, baby, that ain't the one. So what God is saying to the people of God, when you go into a battle, when you go into a fight, make sure you take the one that I ordained for you.
Come on now.
You can't just take anybody into a fight.
Yes.
Listen, you got to get one of them ride or die people.
That's right.
Yep.
They take some hits for you.
Vaughn.
They'll take some licks for you. And can't fight a lick. But I promise you they'll stay right there with you.
I know how to fight.
Yeah. Say, oh, no, that ain't you.
See what? Can I finish this?
Yes, sir.
Can I talk to you? And then the minute I ask one of y'all to preach, all of a sudden y'all, oh Lord Jesus. No, don't start praying then. You should have been praying before.
Yes, sir.
You're going to help me. So, Eli found out, and he passed out, and it killed him. So now, here, the daughter-in-law, now I want to put a stop to this Ichabod stuff. All right? I want to put a stop to this because some of us misquote scripture. My wife was talking about this yesterday. Try the spirit by the spirit. The Bible never said that. If you read in 1 John chapter 4, verse 1, it would tell you, try the spirit to see whether it be of God. Don't let nobody tell you scripture and you don't read it for yourself. So I want to put an end to this, all this. See, we think that Ichabod was just something that just happened, an incident. But Ichabod was a child. That the mother never said her name because I guess it wasn't important for us to know who Ichabod's mother was, right? But we know that it was the daughter-in-law of Eli, which was Phinehas' wife. And Phinehas was Eli's son that got killed in the battle. Okay, y'all looking like I got your attention now. So she was pregnant, mother. Watch this now. I'm going to show you two incidents where things happen when you get bad news. This is why some people at certain times in their life or certain situations, you can't give people bad news. You just got to weigh it out and weigh your options and be careful in what you're doing.
Amen.
Oh, I feel like, Minister Valentine, she's strong. She can handle it. But what you don't see is she got a more sensitive side than the strong side.
Yes.
Can I talk to somebody in here? I need you to do some patrols around here. So some people getting out of hand. So I'm trying to get the message to you. But I got to fight through all this. So Phinehas' wife, she was pregnant. So when she heard that her husband was killed in the battle, they ain't saying nothing about her brother-in-law, because her brother-in-law was killed too. But they mentioned Eli and Phinehas. When she heard that these two folk was dead, all of a sudden, it threw her into labor. Y'all don't believe it? It says it right there.
in the word.
Y'all, I guess I got to read it.
I see it.
It said in the 19th verse, and his daughter-in-law, Phinehas' wife, was with child. She was pregnant. Near to delivery. Right? Near to be delivered. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Near to be delivered. In other words, she was right at that point of delivery. It wasn't saying if she was 8 months, 9 months. It didn't say. It was, y'all know women that you know, when it get close to that delivery time, when you don't want to be bothered with nobody. I'm going to stay safe. I'm going to stay up here. And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself and travailed. In other words, let me finish this. See, because somebody want me to get to the part already. And her pain came upon her. And what they were saying, mother, what Samuel was saying is that she was near delivery. She was getting ready to give birth. Did you not know that bad news can put you in a
Preterm labor.
premature labor?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch this. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Keep all that negative stuff away from you. Anybody come with you bad news? I don't want to hear it. Can I talk to you? Okay. She gave me permission. I could talk to her. So she was about to be in labor, about to give birth to a child. Then all of a sudden, Sharita, she got word that these two important people were dead. And then all of a sudden, that put her into labor.
Come on.
She said she bowed. In other words, that pain, that labor pain, I don't know. I can't even stand a stomach ache more or less to have labor pain. I don't know what it feels like. Never been there. I ain't trying to get there.
Thank you, God.
Watch this. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you. And the labor pain was so bad, so heavy, and so hard, and so painful that she went and bowed. She went into a knot. And she gave birth because the pressure she pushed.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Oh, you teaching. Come on.
Some of us are giving birth to our early ministry prematurely.
Preach.
Pastor.
That you always running because somebody say you look like an evangelist. Somebody say that you look like a minister. Somebody say, oh, you got a head of a preacher. You tell me what a head of a preacher look like. I don't want to know.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Say thank you,
Come
Lord
on now.
Jesus.
Because I like chicken. I ain't no preacher. Okay, y'all just got quiet on that one. Y'all just missed out.
We missed it, baby.
Yeah.
You know what they say, mother? You know they say people that like a lot of chicken, they eat chicken all the time. Well, you must be a preacher, because preachers like chicken. But they killing enough that everybody preach it in. So anyway,
Amen.
excuse me for a minute. She got the bad news that two important people in her life were dead. All of a sudden, that pushed her into premature labor. She had contractions. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Holy Ghost. She had contractions and they were painful. And then all of a sudden, she gave birth. And when the woman that was standing next to her, you know, God will always give you somebody that will try to encourage you.
Amen.
God will always put somebody in your life that's an inspiration. So, I saw that. I saw it in heaven. I saw it. God will always put people in your life that need to be in your life, that's going to be by your side, whether you're going through labor pain or not.
Come on, Pastor.
Whether you are pregnant or not. And I'm not always talking about being naturally pregnant.
yes.
I'm talking about being pregnant
Spirit.
for the spirit.
Yes.
Amen.
Some of us got ministries in us and we are about to give birth, but because some tragic news. Oh, I got to go over there. No, you got to sit yourself down and be taught some more.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Amen.
I understand that some of us is pushed into positions that because it's an emergency. But what she was pregnancy. She was about the time to be delivered. But when she got the bad news, it pushed it out of her.
Yes.
So it was premature. So, and when she heard that the Ark of the Covenant was in the hands of the Philistines, in the hands of the enemy, not at home where it should be, it depressed her. This is why I'm talking to the mothers, pregnant mothers. You got to be careful what comes into your ear.
Yes.
You got to be careful what comes into your hearing. Because that which comes into your hearing, it can cause you to have a miscarriage. It can cause you to go into premature labor.
Yes.
It can cause you to have a stillborn baby.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not saying this to discourage anybody that is pregnant in ministry or naturally so. I'm not saying this, but these things can happen.
Yes, sir.
We with you,
Yes.
Pastor.
Amen.
Gotcha.
Yes.
It's in the Word. It's here.
Yes, sir.
I'm not making it. You can't make this stuff up.
Amen.
It pushed her into a place where she really didn't want to be. Sometimes God would allow you to be in places, Sharita, that you really don't want to be, but you need to be.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on now.
Amen.
Come on.
Yes.
Because sometimes, I don't know the whole logistics or legality, the technicalities of everything about being pregnant, but I know if you have a child in you that's stillborn too long, it can poison you.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, it
Amen.
can.
It can very well kill you.
That's right.
Am I talking right to somebody?
That's right. That's right.
This is why a mother that is about to give birth got to be careful what she eats. Because it can very well hurt the baby.
Yeah.
It can very well poison the child because it's not strong enough to eat what you, it's not strong enough to consume what you're eating.
Yes.
We think that just because, we got enough word in us, watch this now,
Come on, Pastor.
that we can, and we're big enough on the word,
Come on.
that we can go and go in places because you call yourself a prayer warrior.
Come
You
on.
think you can go
Come
anywhere
on.
and pray.
Come on
The
now.
Bible says,
Hey.
lay hand upon no man swiftly.
Come on.
Preach.
Come on.
Come on.
Am I talking right?
Yes.
All right. Watch this. This is why when you got this is why, Helen, you cannot allow anybody to speak into your life.
That's right. Amen.
Amen. Say the
Amen.
word.
God has placed somebody in your life to speak to you and into your life.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
Right? Watch this now, D. That because if they speak into your life, what you are pregnant with can cause you to have a miscarriage.
Ooh.
Come on now.
And what they speaking into your life can cause you to have a stillborn. Watch this now, because what they're doing, they're feeding you stuff and you eat
Yes.
it and it's
Yes.
poison.
Yes.
Come on
Yes.
now. Come
Yes.
on now.
It can not only well kill the baby, but it can kill you.
Come on now.
Watch this now, because you're dead and the baby dead, it killed off the ministry that can be.
Yes, I like that parable. Come on.
So, she was pregnant.
Yes.
She gave birth to a child early, right? And she gave the name of the child Ichabod. Means the glory is left the place.
Hallelujah.
And it has nothing to do with the sanctuary, that the presence of the Lord is not there. It has nothing to do with that. I want to stop this lie that's been going on for so long.
Jesus.
Oh, Ichabod is over the front door. Ain't no Ichabod in here.
Come on.
Watch this. She named the child Ichabod, and his name had a meaning. It means the glory is gone. The inglorious, that's what it means in Hebrew. It means that the presence of God has left Israel. Because Israel lost the battle, I know Can I have a few more minutes of
Yes,
time?
take your time.
A few
This
more
is
minutes,
good.
please.
Time.
Because Israel has lost the battle and the Ark of the Covenant, which was the presence of God. And it represents the presence of God. When the Ark of the Covenant comes, that means God is here.
Yes, sir.
Watch this now. So when the Philistines, which was the enemies, have taken the glory of the Lord from the Israelites, that means that it's inglorious now. It don't have no glory. It don't have the presence of God. This is why you got to be careful where you go when you are saved. And you have the anointing of God.
Yes.
Just because somebody know you are a preacher doesn't mean you can accept every engagement.
Yes,
Right
sir.
now.
Amen.
Amen.
Because
Amen.
the very place that you're going into, the presence of God can leave.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. So because they didn't have the Ark of the Covenant no more in Shiloh, they should have left it in Shiloh where it was and just go and fight. But they thought that when they take that, they're going to win the battle. So when she found this out, their mother, she named her child Ichabod because the glory of the Lord, the Ark of the Covenant, is not in Israelites' possession no more. So that means that when in Israel, that means the presence of God is not there.
It's not there.
So when she named this child, everywhere this child goes, they know that Ichabod means that the presence of the Lord, something happened in order for this child to have the name that he has.
Okay.
So, and down further in the verses where she found out that the glory of the Lord was gone, she said, she named the child Ichabod. The woman tried to encourage her. Now, at this time, I think it was around the 22nd verse, where the lady tried to encourage her, said, listen, they might be gone, and I'm paraphrasing it, they may be gone, but you have a son. She didn't give no response. Matter of fact, she didn't even entertain the thought. No, she didn't. She never even said nothing.
20.
She never even entertained the thought. What does 21 says?
And she named the child Ichabod, saying, the glory has departed from Israel.
21? 22.
And she said, the glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken.
And she repeated that. And she said, and at the second time she said that, Deacon Valentine, she died. If you were in the Spirit and you listen to what the Spirit of God said, how He how you read that, it was like it rested. Because if you notice, when she found out, she was near death. Am I right?
Yes.
She was near death. So in other words, she was on her deathbed. How is it that you on your deathbed when you about to give birth?
That's right.
How is it that the last thing that you do in this life, give birth to a child, and the child is not, you're not around to see the child grow up? Watch this now, Helen. This is what happens to the people of God. That when God impregnates you with a ministry, that the ministry is born, but you nowhere around
My God.
to enjoy the life of the ministry. That you died. In other words, you backslid, you went back out into the world. You got discouraged because the main thing that happened in your life, you don't know how to handle life no more.
Come on.
Well, I watched this show, and I watched it twice, Cheyenne, that the little girl that was kidnapped in 1998 by a woman that was not her biological mother. Her name was Kamaya. That was her birth name. But the woman that took her named her Lexus. Now watch this now. She drove to Jacksonville, Florida. I need y'all to get what I'm saying.
Preach.
And I'm going to say this and I'm going to quit. She got discouraged because she had a miscarriage from a man she was pregnant with that thought that because he had a child, he become a man. But she come to find out that, listen, even after the child, she was pregnant, still he not become a man. Being pregnant or having a baby don't make you a man.
That's right.
You just a sperm donor.
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
Speak it.
Preach.
Can I tell the truth?
Tell the truth.
But what makes you a man is that you taking care of your responsibility.
Come on now.
See, a boy can make responsibilities, but he don't take care of them.
Say it
But a man makes responsibilities, and he taking account. Accountability.
That's right.
Good. This is
So
good.
she thought that, okay, I get pregnant, this will make him a man. But she had an abortion, not an abortion, but she had a miscarriage. But still going around looking like she was pregnant.
Yes.
But the stillborn baby, the baby was still on the inside of her until she gave birth to a stillborn baby. Watch this. So now, in her discouragement, because she didn't have something that to please the man that she was married to, or that she was with, she took her happy self, went to Jacksonville, Florida, like she was going to work. With her scrubs on, went to Jacksonville. I got a few more minutes. Can I have a few more
Take
minutes?
your time.
Take your
Take your
time.
time.
She drove all the way to Jacksonville, Florida. About an 8-hour drive. She drove from a little town called Ruffin. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure you do.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, Ruffin. We'll walk on the other side of Walterboro.
To
The
girl.
countryside of Walterboro.
You know what? I can't with you. Picking.
She drove. She worked in Charleston. She lived in Walterboro. She drove to Jacksonville, Florida. Saw a vulnerable mother, 16 years old, in Jacksonville, Florida. Took the woman's baby. Brought her back. Raised the child in Ruffin, South Carolina, as her own child. Named the baby, came in the house, presented the baby like it was hers. Named the baby another name, Lexus Manigault. That was her name. Her name was Gloria Manigault. Raised the baby as Lexus Manigault. Went through school, graduated from college and high school. All this now. Watch this now. Now the birth mother here, where's my point is now.
Come on.
The birth mother gave birth to the child,
Yes, sir.
but did not enjoy the life of the child.
That's right, Pastor.
Because somebody else was
Took it.
raising that child and enjoyed the life of that child. Now the birth mother is
Suffering.
upset because now the baby got another identity.
That's
They
right.
can't even find it nowhere. 18 years.
18
This
years.
baby grew up in South Carolina, but her roots was in Jacksonville,
That's
Florida.
right.
Watch this. And this is why I'm saying this to make my point. This is why you can't, if God plants something in you, you can't tell everybody.
That's right, Pastor.
Because you got some vulnerable, crazy person that don't know nothing, don't understand nothing, but ready to take everything from you, take the life from you.
Yes, God.
It was like she took the very life from this natural mother
Yes, sir. Yes.
and raised the child, bragging about this is her baby, this is her child. People can take your ministry. She gave birth. She came into the hospital with her scrubs on, impersonating a nurse. The young lady, 16 years old, holding her baby, caressing her, getting to know her, didn't know what was about to hit her. Oh, it's quiet in here now. know what is about to hit her. See, mother, this is why God is saying that he is keeping you from something that's about to happen. Sometimes God will prepare you before it happens.
Yes, he does.
But we're so busy getting caught up. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh, thank you. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you can be so heavenly minded, so heavenly bound, you are no earthly good.
Yes, sir.
And then when things happen in your life, that you'll be just like Phineas' mother. I mean, Phineas' wife. Ichabod's mother. That it can catch you off guard.
Yes.
It can make you give birth to a child prematurely. And this is why people are always going around talking about, well, Ichabod is over that ministry. Ichabod, well, who was Ichabod? Ichabod was never a thing.
That's right.
Ichabod was never a place. Ichabod was a child that his mother gave him the name of.
Okay.
Watch this. And see, we're so quick because we look up the name Ichabod or we heard somebody say something that sounded real good and we don't take ourselves and study the word. Study the word for ourselves. That we take stuff and we misquote it and messing up our life. And not only our life, but we messing up the life of other folk.
Yep.
Well, how do I know? Because I was quoting it.
Come on now.
I said, ooh, I don't want to go in there because Ichabod over the door.
We all have. Come on.
Ichabod, the presence of the Lord is gone. No, Ichabod was a child that his mother named him because the ark of the covenant was taken out of the hands of the Israelites.
Yes, sir.
Come on now.
See, some of us has given our ministry over in the hands of our enemy.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on now.
Because here's what we do. We'll take our Bibles to work and don't quote it, don't live it. But then when the enemy, those that know the word, take that same weapon and use it against you, now you feel like it.
Oh, come on.
Now you looking like a monkey sucking on a sour lemon.
That's hurtful. Now.
How do I know? It happened to me. Because I didn't study the word. I didn't, really know the word, for myself. And a man said, well, a woman is not supposed to preach, or a woman is not supposed to be a pastor. Well, that's not what Paul said.
Come on, Pastor.
Here, I'm quoting something I never read.
Teaching us.
I said, well, that's not what Paul, that's not what the Bible said. He said, well, I'll tell you what, where is it? I said, well, it's somewhere in the Old Testament, not knowing it was in the New Testament.
Come on. Revelatory word, that's what you're giving us.
See,
Yeah.
this is why
Come on.
when tribulation come into your life, you got to have some strong folk on your side.
Yes, sir.
See, that woman, that 16-year-old woman, her mother was the grandmother, the grandmother of the child, came in to take the baby from the fake nurse. But she said, wait a minute, I got to go give the baby his shots. No nurse walk in there and put your baby in her arms and put him in an incubator properly.
You're right, Pastor.
All right.
Yes.
No nurse come into your room with their pocketbook and want to grab your baby
Come on now.
and take them to the nursery to give them a shot. If they're going to give them a shot, they would have been already given them a shot.
Give him already. Yes. Come on,
This is why you
Pastor.
got to know your stuff.
Yes.
This is why you got to know what you know.
Yes, sir.
No nurse. What she messed up is she took a purse. Well, this is how the movie was portraying it to be. She took her purse and went out and told the grandmother, no, hold up, I'll be right back. 15 minutes. Well, if it's got to do with shots, it's going to take longer than 15 minutes because you got to get to the nursery. You got to get all the necessary documents, the paperwork. You got to go get the medication. You got to do this, and you got to get a whole setup. It's going to take longer than 15 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Preach, Pastor.
Can I talk?
Yes.
I'm gonna sit down. I promise you. It's going to take longer than 15 minutes for her to go and do all that. And matter of fact, Preston, what she did, she left home with a car seat and a baby bag. Because she knew what she was going to do. See, she already knew that she was going to steal somebody's child to try to please a man that don't even like her. Okay.
That's it. That's real. That's real.
Yes, Lord.
All right. The moral of my story is this. When tribulation comes, don't go into battle. Don't go into a battle
Come on.
with the wrong motives. The Israelites went into battle with the Ark of the Covenant, trying to figure out they're going to win the battle, but lost. Well, caused the death of Eli, caused 30,000 footmen to lose their life. Number 3, the third event, caused a mother to give premature labor and die.
Yep.
This is why when you know that God has called you in a particular ministry, or if God has given you something in your spirit, this is why you cannot give it to just anybody. What I mean by giving it to anybody, you can't. I know you're excited. I know you want to tell it, but some things you got to keep to yourself until it comes to pass.
That's right.
Because what it can do, it can cause your death of your ministry. I'm not talking about the natural death. Sometimes it happens like that. I'm just going to be real with you. Sometimes it happens because sometimes people will go and take on. See, and what I've learned was, Michael, is that every ministry has demons attached to it.
Come on. Say it.
Glory, glory.
Watch this. If you say you're a minister has demons attached to that particular ministry. If you say God called you to become a pastor, there are demons that attach to that particular call.
Yes.
So if you say that God has called you to becoming a pastor, watch this now, that the enemy is sitting there waiting.
Waiting. Yeah.
Wait until you grab hold to that call, and all of a sudden when the pressure becomes down on you, when you get that pressure, just like Phineas' wife got that pressure, she gave birth, and she died. This is what's going to cause your death prematurely. Because you operate in a branch of ministry that is not your call. This is why, people of God, you got to be careful who speak. Oh man, you a prophet. No, I ain't no prophet.
That's
God
right.
ain't called me to be no prophet.
Come on, Pastor.
And people tell me this all the time. Oh, I hear you, apostle. No, you got the wrong one.
Preach.
I hear you, bishop this and bishop that. Now, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Come on, Pastor.
Oh, the title will feel good, but to become a bishop, that's not a called position.
Come on,
That's
Pastor.
a desired office.
Come on.
An apostle, you're not a real apostle. You operate in an apostleship. And what an apostle does, they start ministries.
Come on,
and they go out and
Pastor.
set them up.
You teaching.
And
Yes,
the
he is.
bishop is desired because he want to be over that.
That's right.
And God placed him over that.
That's-
So when people start speaking into your life, no, I got a man of God that God has placed me under, that listen, anything I need from God, I appreciate the encouragement, but that is not me.
Come on now.
Amen.
Come on. Come on.
Ooh, girl, I see you with 5 kids. The devil is a liar.
Come on now.
Man, I see you. Man, I see you pressing getting married in 6 months. Look, I'm already married. Who are you trying to prophesy to?
Exactly.
And see here, Cheyenne, don't be bashful when people start speaking things that God has not placed it into your spirit. Don't be ashamed to put those people on blast.
Yep. That preach, Pastor.
And what they
Preach.
do is they'll be quick to give you a mic. Speak into it. I'm telling y'all because y'all not going to be around me all the time.
That's right.
You got to be mature people and men and women of God.
Yes.
That if I'm not around you and somebody said, "Ooh, man, I don't know. Man, I see you a part of this mega ministry, and God gonna use you in there. Where did you grow up at? People like to see you suffer. And then when man give you a position, you're watching for you to fall.
Come on,
That's
Pastor.
right.
Come on.
That's right. So much so.
Man, I see you, Deacon Valley. I see you, Jimmy. Man, you're a pastor, man. I see the call on you. I don't know what you see. that ain't no. Well, you might be resisting it now, but you're gonna receive it.
That's what they say, Pastor. That's exactly what they say.
Jesus.
Wow. Wow.
That is what they say.
Stick around, I'm gonna tell you. Because what happens is, Michael, is that they feel some resistance in you, and they know that, oh no, I can't come at this person any kind of way.
That's right.
And, you may not receive it now, but you're gonna receive it when later on. No, I don't receive it because that's not me.
Yep. Jesus.
That's not who I am. That's not who God called me. This is why, people of God, you got to know who God called you
Yes, sir.
to be.
Amen.
If God did not call you to be a pastor, don't you jump into that. If God did not call you to be an evangelist or a minister, don't you jump into that.
Yes. Yes.
Know your gift. Know your call.
That's right.
And I'm here to teach you. I'm here to show you.
That's right, Pastor.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That woman went down there and stole somebody's baby that wasn't hers. Got her 18 years in the penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
You can't steal somebody's call. Somebody can place it on your life, but that's somebody else's call. I'm going to say this and I'm done. I'm closing the book. There was a woman, not in the Bible days, that I went to Bible college with, Helen. I went to Bible college with. And her father was a theologian. In other words, he had his doctorate degree in theology. She never finished Bible college. So therefore, she don't even have an associate's degree in nothing. But when her father passed away, Dee, she wanted his robe. Now, when you see a robe, it's got 3 bars on it. Those what they call doctoral bars on both arms, on both sleeves. Only people that have that doctor's degree or doctor on their title, on their name, can wear those robes. Watch this. She went and grabbed that robe and wore it to an installation service that she was being installed as a minister.
Wow.
And there was a doctor there, saw her with that robe on, and politely asked her to take it off. It's always best to be asked up than to be asked down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
He asked her, do you know what that robe means? She said, this is my father's robe and he passed away and I wanted to wear it. He said, what does it mean? She couldn't answer the question. So he asked her to take it off because he had on one too. And he explained it to her. He said, daughter, let me tell you something. Those are doctoral bars. Do you have a doctor's degree? Are you a doctor? She said, no, then take it off because you didn't go through the fight. You didn't go through the labor to get what you have on. See, some of us wear stuff that we should not be wearing. You wear, if you're not part of a fraternity or sorority, wear their paraphernalia if you want to. Oh, it just got quiet. They will literally fight you over their stuff. So in other words, what I'm saying is, Michael, is don't put on something that don't belong to you. You make sure you put in the time, you make sure you put in the effort to wear what you have worked for.
Yes.
I'm not going to wear somebody's doctoral bars if I'm not a doctor.
Come on.
As a matter of fact, I got robes of my own that I don't even wear.
Come on.
I got a position now that I don't even like. But I do it because I'm being obedient to the Spirit of God. So she got embarrassed in front of hundreds of people. And they asked her to take it off. She got angry and wanted to fight. Because that was her father's robe and she wanted to wear it. And called herself putting on a clergy collar, wasn't even a bishop. Stand to your feet, please.